It's recording now.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
But now it doesn't allow, okay, give me a second, because now it doesn't allow me to see the whole. Okay, there we are. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we did this already, right? We did our introduction. We reviewed session 2. We did this before we began recording. All right. So our agenda, I just briefly discussed what we are expecting to learn today. So some of our objectives also is, again, the involvement in power struggles, learn to recognize your involvement in power struggles, be able to prevent participating in power struggles, learn strategies to improve emotional awareness, learn strategies to diffuse a power struggle in progress, understand how increased empathy to a youth's trauma can help avoid power struggles. All right. All right, we did our icebreaker and everyone is here is the same. All right. So we're going to put on a video for you to watch. It's called Off-Road Parenting. So as you watch this video clip, think about the following and just jot it down so we can discuss it as soon as we finish the video. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, what did the parent do well? What could she have done differently? Where did things break down? And when did she lose control of the situation? Are you able to hear it? Okay.
James?
Put the hands behind the head and let's clean it.
James? James,
What?
in 5 minutes, I want you to turn off the TV and go clean up your room.
Yeah.
Get him in here!
5 minutes. James, your 5 minutes is up.
Uh-huh.
Now, please go in and clean up your room.
What did you do that for?
I told you that you had 5 more minutes and then it would be time to clean up. 5 minutes is up.
I was watching my show.
Well, now it's time to clean. Now here's your checklist as a reminder. Now get going. If you have any questions, you come back and find me to ask.
Okay.
I'll come and check on you in a minute. How's it going in here? James?
Huh?
James! I thought I asked you to clean up in here. James, I told you to start cleaning up your room right now.
I'm finishing my comic book first.
I don't give a damn about your comic book. You get off your lazy butt and start cleaning up this mess.
No!
Better start cleaning up right now.
It's my room and I can keep it like I want.
What? James, stop it. Quit that. You quit doing that right now.
All right. Could be very familiar, right? All right, so to the questions that I asked you to review. So who can discuss what did the parent do well? What are some of the things she did well?
She gave him a time, like she said, 5 more minutes. And she didn't be like, do it now. I said, do it now. Get up right now and do it. She gave him a certain, like 5 more minutes. And she timed us, or set a timer. And then she turned off the television. After the 5 minutes, she said, okay, now I'm going to turn the TV off. I've given you the 5 minutes. and go in your room and do what you have to. She even gave him a checklist, I think, of what he needed to do just to remind him so he can't act like he forgot. But when he went in the room, I guess it was something different, but that's what she did well.
Okay, good, good. Anybody else? What else did she do well?
Even when at the beginning, when she was trying to engage him, when he was kind of responding lackluster, like, or kind of with like what, kind of disrespectful, she didn't, escalate at that point. She just said, I just told him what her expectation was, what she was wanting him to do, and still gave him that 5-minute warning, and still, so
Good, thank
good.
you. Thank you. So what could she have done differently, do you think?
I don't know.
think
She could have done. I don't know.
cutting off the TV, I don't want to say it was like asking for it, but it definitely, that was the response she was going to get. I don't know. Maybe whenever he initially said that, like, I'm watching my TV and he didn't want it to come out after the 5-minute warning, she could offer that she would help with his room. So maybe that, like, come on, like, we're going to go do this now. Like, she's not just sending him off to go do it and cutting off the TV. So it's like, I'm cutting the TV off for both of us because we're both going to go clean.
Right, because I did see through the hallway and the living room, part of the cleaning maybe she had to do too. Yeah. All right. Where do you think, and anyone can answer this, where do you think the things broke down? Or or maybe I can rephrase it. Where did you see those buttons being pushed? Both for him and both for her.
In the room, when she went in the room and he was sitting down instead of cleaning.
Right, right, right.
Yes, that is a big button pusher for me too.
Oh yeah. And then when he started throwing stuff, that was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Like, I wouldn't be sure how to handle that. Like, he start throwing stuff at me, be like, oh, hell no. What's going on here?
Thank you for being honest. Yes, yes. All right. How about for him? How about for his buttons? What buttons were pushed?
She was in his space, in his room.
That whole house is hers, but okay.
I know, but he's like, this is my room, and he just, I don't know, he felt intruded upon, even though there was something he was supposed to be doing, and while he was in there, that was a button of his that was pressed.
And it's interesting, right? When you're watching that's actually watching the video again and doing the training. It's so easy to say, oh yeah, that's not going to happen. I would never let that happen. And then because my buttons are being pushed, and then it takes some time, right, to think about, okay, well, he has buttons too, or the you
Right.
have buttons too. I never thought about it. I don't remember. Did she knock or did she just open
Oh,
the
I
door?
don't know.
Because that could be a button pusher, right?
That's true, yeah.
Children are entitled to that privacy, right? That's part of their personal rights.
Yeah.
So if she's like just going in, that can be a button pusher, right?
Yeah.
Making him feel also, oh, well, I can't read my comic book. I should be entitled. He may feel that she's trying to take that away from him, which we all know that's not true, right?
Right.
That could be his perception and button pushing, but good. I really appreciate all of your honesty. And this is a safe space, right? Where we can talk about
Right.
it and learn. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So when do you think she lost control of the situation?
When she started yelling back and then cursing at him and stuff, so she did engage in the power struggle.
Right.
There you go. Stop it.
Right. Okay, good. So if somebody told you you're going to make the definition of a power struggle and put it in the Webster's dictionary, And it would be a working definition. What would you say?
Um, a power struggle. Trying to control a situation that a power struggle. Trying to control a situation that is out of control, maybe.
Okay.
Or
Mhm.
trying to control a situation. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
I
I don't
hear what you're
know.
saying. I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying. Anybody else?
I would say almost a battle of the egos between
Oh,
persons.
That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
like that one. Yeah. And what happens usually, right? That's with the battle of the ego. It then becomes who has more authority, right?
Right.
Well, us as parents, resource parents, we have, okay, I have more authority. You're just a child, right? And that's then self-reflective because in reality, we, the adults, are the only ones that can stop a power struggle, right? We have that ability, not the child. We can just say, "Oh, okay, you know what? This is enough." Only adults can stop a power struggle.
Right.
And that's something, when I first took to the training, I was like, that's true. That's very true. All right. Let's move on. Okay. So remember from the beginning of the training when we had the little TI, that's a trauma informed information that we have. So here's our little TI. So the definition of a power struggle is when you ask your child to do something, they refuse or are openly defiant, and you engage in a back and forth struggle to get the child to comply with your request. In other words, you get sucked into a negative interaction with one
What are
youth.
you talking about?
All right. Any questions on any of that before we continue? We have a good understanding of power struggle. We
Back
can
and
think of
forth,
our power struggles that we've had in the last week for sure,
for
or
sure.
maybe in the last month with our kiddos.
Yep.
Okay. So conflicts are often triggered by minor incidences. They're always really small, right? And they escalate. So four
Right.
key points are many conflicts begin with small behaviors. It could be being off task, like saying you have to be out the door by 7:45 to be at school at 8. So they're off task, and now you're gonna be late. Failing to follow directions promptly, like it's not fast enough for us, right? Or
Right.
fairness issues. Adults, we rarely initiate the conflict. So we rarely start this, but they often unintentionally respond in a way that feeds it. During times of conflict, adults often don't use the skills that would serve them best. Just like the kids, they don't act, but we react, right? We react to the situation. So, like we mentioned before, these are called buttons since people can push them and upset us.
Okay.
All right. Jasmine emailed you the resource parent manual. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, there's an activity, activity 3B. So this is another TI, trauma-informed, important information. So we're gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of an activity here. So whether it's done intentionally or by accident, sometimes our youth can escalate a power struggle by pushing our buttons. So being able to identify and understand your hotspots is key to maintaining control of your emotions. So in the packet that she gave you, if you're able to bring it up, that's great, so that you can see the activity sheet. Let's see here.
Let's see.
Jasmine, do you want me to, let's see here, if I can make it bigger here. I don't think I can.
think for that one we won't be able to, but
So I think what we can do, let's just brainstorm ways that you can manage your reactions when your buttons are pushed. So maybe make a list, and we can even use the list that we discussed as a group right now of shared button pushings or from the video.
Yola,
And
if you go to the next slide, it'll
what is it?
actually tell you some of them.
Okay. So these are some common button pushers that youth do. But what we want to do is how can we manage our reactions when your buttons are pushed? I'm not able to bring up that activity sheet unless do you want me to stop it and bring it up for everyone? Or do you want me to, are you able to bring it up?
I think it's just the next two slides. So they're button pushing tactics, and then we can come up with like how we manage those reactions.
Okay, so let's do that. So some button pushing tactics for the youth is you never let me do anything. You don't love me.
I love you.
I hate you, or you're a liar. You're a mean parent.
Right.
You're not my real father or mother. I don't have to listen to you. They can give you a disgusted look, an improper gesture, a whiny voice. Finding our most vulnerable areas and then preying on it. Making threats, I'm going to kill you, hurt myself or others, or I'm going to lie. I'm going to say this about you. I'm going to say that you did this to me, right? Or I hate school, or I'm leaving, or I don't want to be here anymore. So those are some of the buttons that youth push on us, right? Some of the common buttons that we do for youth, they can be you preaching or using cliches. I see, Maggie, you're covering your mouth and laughing. Talking in chapters, when I was a child, or my parents, things like that. Or labeling, you're never going to amount to anything if you this and that, because you're lazy. You're lazy and you're never gonna do this. Actually, futurizing is you're never gonna amount to anyone. Or are you ever gonna get married? Because who's gonna want to marry you? Or you're never gonna get a job, kind of thing. You're futurizing them, putting them down. Questioning a teenager's restlessness and discontent. We all know teenagers go up and down in their mood. They could be happy one day, upset, feeling and we're questioning them. Or not tolerating any experimental behavior. I know nowadays, they want to get piercings, or they want to get their, of course the piercings has to have a court approval, but, maybe they're a teenager and they want to dye their hair, or they want to start dressing differently. They're experimenting who they are, but you'll say things like, oh, well, that's disrespectful, or that doesn't look good on you, or you shouldn't wear that. A woman doesn't dress like that, or a male doesn't dress like that, things like that. And then you're collecting criticism. Oh, well, you remember this just happened last week. You're still doing this. So you're just collecting, past power struggles, right? Past incidences, and then you're saying it again. So those are some of the buttons that we push on our kids. So from power struggle to trauma. So we engage in power struggles regularly. Silly things don't seem silly at the time. Things we could have left alone, or they can be serious issues. Power struggles can be overcome. We will look at a technique to avoid, escape from, and recover from power struggles. And a power struggle can lead to more trauma. So we can all agree, all of our kiddos have had trauma because they haven't been able to be with their birth parents. They've been taken from whoever they were with. So all of them have experienced trauma, and then you have the abuse, the neglect. So power struggles in the home can lead to future trauma incidences. So when they happen repeatedly, when they are recreated, or when they are left unaddressed. Any questions so far? Anything you want to add? Okay.
No questions here.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna watch a video. I know we've watched it before. I know we watched it in orientation, but for this activity, we're gonna watch it one more time. So this video is called Removed. It will show you a link between trauma, which is, remember we talked about it when we were together in person? Was it in person? Yes, in person the first time, about the invisible suitcase. And we made those little baggies and we wrote down what can be in a child's invisible suitcase. So it's going to show you the link between that and power struggles. It will show how unaddressed trauma and poorly handled power struggles combine to disrupt treatment. So this video is a little emotional, and it can be hard and difficult to watch. So I want to make sure at any time, if you need to leave the room or take a break during or afterwards, that you do so. If it's too much for you, to please, talk with someone about your experience or to process your feelings. Okay? And I know we're a really good group here. We're going to respect each other's emotional response and right to privacy. Okay.
I can't hear it on my side.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's kind of quiet.
Okay. Let's see.
If it doesn't work, I can definitely tell you what's going on in this video.
Let's
Done it
see.
enough.
Can't see.
Give me a second. Let me look to see what I'm.
Yeah, that's so odd. It worked for the first one. It might be this video specifically.
Okay.
I know, Maggie, you helped me last time.
Is
Let's-
does that microphone mean anything at the top?
Let me see. Give me a second. What microphone in the video?
Yeah. No, it does not.
No, it looks like it's just an icon.
Let's see, what did we do last time?
I know it was like to share. Let's see. Second, let's see if it's this.
Will that playback at the top in red go to the right? Does at the top and
Oh,
yeah,
here.
where it says playback, yeah, is that going to give us options?
Volume, let's see. It says hi. Let
Try
me see.
I thought I heard a little bit when you started talking again, a little bit of the video.
Okay, let me minimize your. There is, okay, let's see this. This should be higher. Let's put that higher. Let's try that.
Okay. Okay.
Is that better? No.
I don't hear anything.
Are you, let's see. I think we could find it online, right, Jasmine?
Yeah, isn't it in Pride? Isn't it one of the
Yeah. If can I stop sharing and then so I could keep this PowerPoint up, and then are you able to bring that video up from you and share?
Yeah, let me see if I can. What am I doing? There we go.
In the meantime, I will continue to find out what I can do here. Because my computer volume is at the highest.
Let me see.
More volume settings.
Let me see if I can. Okay, can you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
I think it might be the video itself.
Let me try again.
Oh, oops.
No,
No, we can't hear Miss Lily. Okay. Well, we can definitely talk about what's happening in the video. Um,
has everyone seen this video before? I can't, let me see if I can see you guys all.
Yeah.
Everyone can?
if you
Has
related back to Pride,
I know Maggie has seen it for
Yeah.
sure. Alina and Ladon, do you remember seeing this video?
Not really.
Okay, so I want to play it. It's a good,
So
Uh,
good.
so let me stop sharing. Are you able to bring it up from Pride and share?
it's not letting me share anything on my end. I can't share my screen.
Oh, okay, so okay. How about we do a 5-minute break so that I can or we'll do it like a 2-minute break so that I can find it, and then, or you want to send it to me real quick, Jasmine, and I can put it up.
Yeah,
Just I don't have to look for it.
I'm just trying to figure out.
It might be because I'm the administrator of the Zoom that you're not able to share anything. That's why. So if you send it to me, I can bring it up.
But I can't even okay, let me see something. I just need to figure out what Pride it's from. Because I don't know how long this one is versus the one that, let me see. There you are.
So 2-minute break.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a 2-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
I heard that.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. So then I send this to Yoli. Okay, Yoli, see if you can open this.
Okay.
This is one of her videos.
I don't. Is it from Tracy? Oh,
No,
no,
me.
no. That's something else. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see.
New technology. Just not my friend today. I was like, why am I struggling to find this video? Okay, let's see.
I'm about to share.
Okay,
And
that works.
all right, let me know if you could hear that. You can see it? Okay.
Yes.
I don't hear anything. Can you hear it?
No.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
Are
You
you able
Mm.
are you able to bring, oh, I have to, okay.
I'm wondering if it's because we're recording.
Oh, I wonder, like what's it called? Like a copyright thing?
I'm wondering if, oh, you know what? That actually might be it.
Okay, you want to stop the recording then? And let's try.
Let's see.